I'm aware there's been some discussion about the whole Votum fandom. And I just wanted to say a couple words just to kind of put any debate to rest. So, here's the thing. You guys have seen my BDSM test results. You know very well that's not what I'm into. And the most that I can really do, the most that I will ever really be do to satiate that fandom is to have the odd ASMR where I have moments of being overpowered, but truthfully, an entire ASMR where that's how I'm acting is not something that I would be comfortable doing. That said, the way that you view me is not, it's kind of my business, but it's also not. What I will say is that if you want to depict me in that way, in fan art, in fan fiction, if that's just how you find me attractive, then go for it, right? You can view me in any way that you want. Now, I'll admit, sometimes it's a little embarrassing to sort of open Twitter and suddenly see art of me getting full Nelson, but I think I'm aware that it comes with the territory. I mean, I've had worse, believe me. I'm aware that it comes with the territory of being not only a VTuber who's pretty popular, but also a VTuber who encourages discussion of sexuality. You can draw and view me in any way that you want, and you also, you know, but what I will ask is maybe don't just try your best to leave me out of it, okay? I do have boundaries, and that's one of them. You know, like I said, I've thought long and hard about that kind of thing, and everyone's like, oh, you know, I view him in this way. He's this to me, he's that to me, and if I am that to you, that's fine. But you know, trying to kind of force that on me is a little much. So what I'll say is that you know, view me in any way you want, draw me in any way you want. If you enjoy the idea of me getting absolutely dominated, then you can go ahead and do whatever you want with that. Just try, obviously if I wind up seeing it's my fault, but try to put it in a place, like tag it properly, put it under the porn tag, and just leave it at that, right? That's that. And also, because I've seen some of it, it doesn't bother me so much, but it's still just like, you know, it's not the nicest thing in the world to have to see. But of course, I'd say putting it under the porn tag is completely fine. I really don't want you guys to worry about it too much. And that said, on the other side of the coin, please leave Votum artists alone if you're not interested in that, right? I've seen some people who sort of have been going out of their way to kind of say, oh, he's not comfortable with this, he's not comfortable with that, which is true, but it shouldn't manifest itself as, oh, I'm going to cause artists in the community grief. It shouldn't manifest as, oh, I'm going to use this as an excuse to attack some people. You know, I really don't want that to happen, because if someone has an interest in that kind of kinky shit, if someone has an interest in me in that position, as much as I might not enjoy that, if they enjoy it, it's their business, and that is for them to enjoy. If they post it somewhere, then just, and you don't like it, just leave it be. I mean, this is the advice I've been giving to you guys for ages. If you don't like something, just let it be. You know, because there are probably a lot of people out there, unless it's genuinely the worst, most morally reprehensible shit you've ever seen that needs to be called out, just leave it alone, you know, because there's nothing wrong with art of me taking somebody's cock up my ass. There's nothing really wrong with that. I might not enjoy seeing it, and I might see it and be like, ugh, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna go to that artist's house and be like, listen, you take it down right now, you son of a bitch, how dare you? You know, I have pretty terribly low self-esteem, but I ain't that insecure. So please, just be good to each other. Like I was saying earlier, just be good to each other. And if you want to draw me as a sussy little bottom, then feel free to, but don't like beg me to do anything related to that on stream, because I will say no. You know, that's a pretty fair boundary, I think. But don't feel like you need to stop seeing me in that way, because your interests are valid and I support them, even if I don't agree with them. And yes, you are welcome to call me whatever you want. Like, something might not be 100% my favorite thing. You know, I might find being called daddy to be like the most gratifying thing, but if you want to call me wife, or if you want to call me baby girl, or if you want to call me something else, it's still nice to have someone view you with a little bit of it's still nice to have someone view me with affection, you know. If you see me as one of those things, and you can call me whatever you like, I'm here to make you happy. What did Kyo say? What did Kyo say? People need to mind their own business and not force roles onto people. Yeah. Put roles onto people in your own mind. If you think a fan fiction about me wearing little flowy panties and being all needy and submissive is your cup of tea, then you go ahead and you make that. You commission artwork. You hire a voice actor to play me in the animated version of the very lengthy visual novel about this exact fantasy that you have. But don't try to make me be a part of it, you know? Don't try to change who I am. I know what I am. And who am I?